Hello, and welcome to the Lighthouse Brand Builders podcast. I'm Peter Wilkin, and I'm here to help you build differentiated, enduring brands and thriving businesses. It's not really a podcast. It's more a series of strategic insights, stories, and secrets of success from a lifetime's career in advertising, brand consulting, and change management. The thread that binds them is brand-centered management, the trademark brand building process and philosophy I developed with my partners at the brand company over 20 years ago, that's since been embraced by thousands of brand professionals and some of the world's most iconic brands. The 4Ds process and brand DNAs have become well known in brand strategy circles. The focus here is practical advice you can apply straight away to your business. It gives you a glimpse inside the Lighthouse Brand Strategy Academy, our online coaching program, where we aim to democratize effective brand strategy. So come with me, take a step inside the virtual lighthouse. Welcome.
So let's just delve in here, Peter. I heard rumor of a tale to do with a campaign, and the product was Trust Condoms.
So Trust Condoms, they were the largest condom brand in the Philippines, if you like. It's that kind of equivalent to Durex or Trojan there. Bearing in mind, Philippines, contraception was frowned upon and contraceptive advertising was illegal. We had done our listening to the street and our background research, and we knew that the vast majority of the younger population in the Philippines wanted more access to information about contraception and access to contraceptives themselves. STTs were prevalent. HIV was huge around at that time and a scary thing. But we were fighting against the government and the Catholic Church, who were very anti that, and even their own parents. Bearing in mind, average age 19, the parents were probably in their early 30s or sometimes even younger. And you would think, well, they'd be open-minded, but they'd suffered the consequences of their parents restricting them. And there was still this knock-on effect of, we didn't have it, you shouldn't have it either. So we had this kind of intellectual debate with the media guys and our circle and thought, well, if anyone's going to change this, and it needs to be changed, it's going to be someone like us. So let's do it. So we knew we had the backing of the media companies to break some glass, let's put it that way. So we went to this young German client who was fantastic. And I said to him, look, we've got this idea that is going to push the agenda that Trust Condoms is trying to push there, which is access to contraception. And a lot of this was free as well, by the way, but denied people. But, we are really going to have to challenge conventions here, and we're going to get into a lot of trouble, and you're going to get banned and possibly even sent home. And we are going to get into some serious trouble as well. But it'll be fun. It'll be great. Do you want to do it? And that would have scared most people off to the high hills. They would have run away up the hills and said, you're crazy. But we showed them the idea of what we were planning to do. And I had a very kind of one-on-one personal conversation with this guy and said, look, if this works the way we think it will work, you will have more impact and PR and newsworthy stories around this in 1 month than you've been able to generate in a decade, and that you will for the next decade. How do you feel about that? I mean, is it going to ruin your world if you get sent back to Germany? And he said, look, I'm 3.5 years into a 5-year term. I miss home. I love it here. It wouldn't kill me if I got sent back. And I thought, okay, well, we're in. So we, and fantastic. So, but how lucky were we to have a bold, brave client like that? So there was a lot of luck aligned in this campaign. Anyway, so bearing in mind, contraceptives are frowned upon within the community. That's the culture. Nobody talks about it. It's hushed in family circles. It's not talked about around family tables. Contraceptive advertising is banned. At the time, the head of the Catholic Church was a guy called Cardinal Sin. Honestly, I'm not making it up. You can't make this up. And he comes into the story later. But anyway, so we presented this idea, and the idea was all around the fact that they had a line of flavored condoms, so not just the kind of normal staid ones, but all different flavors. And we produced for them a small, really low budget television commercial in which we had this transparent glass bowl full of cream with a woman's hand beating this cream into a thick lather to the soundtrack of her reaching an orgasm. So as the cream got thicker and thicker, she finally reached a climax. And as she reached a climax, we dropped this Trust Strawberry condom in from the top saying, "Trust Strawberry Condoms, you supply the cream." And so, with some really kind of wicked, rich humor, we had a whole series of print ads that went out into nightclubs around that. So we had, for the chocolate one, it was melts in the mouth, not in the hand. and we had after dinner mints for the mint one, and it went on. There was an incredible clamor. We worked with our media people and we got some really discounted airtime to show this. And of course, we ran it in all the nightclubs where all the young people were in Manila. And they literally, these posters were being ripped off the wall. We couldn't produce them fast enough. They were coming back saying, "Give us more, give us more." It was picked up by Chris Tarrant, who was an independent pirate radio guy from the UK who had a TV show looking at the best ads around the world and run there. And so it kind of really mushroomed in terms of publicity. It was hugely, hugely successful. Thank you for listening to the Lighthouse Brand Builders podcast. If you found this helpful and want to know more, please visit my website at peterwilkin.com. That's Wilkin with an E at the end. You'll find more free resources, instructional videos, and links there. If you're a CEO or a business owner looking to build your brand, or a brand strategist looking to level up your skills, check out the CBO Masterclass in the Lighthouse Brand Strategy Academy, where you'll be guided through a comprehensive, stepwise process to develop your unique brand DNA and learn the skills to become a certified Chief Brand Officer. If you have any brand or strategy related questions you'd like answered, you can ask them in the showcase notes below. I'll do my best to address them. Thank you and see you next time.